What's up, everyone? Christmas time, as you can see, and I have a new review over Azure Blonde line Blue Melon. This flavor is it's competing with first place with my favorite out of the blonde line so far, with Winter Orange, and I've only gotten to try Winter Orange one time over Strictly Shisha's house, but so far this is definitely competing with that. So I'm gonna get into a quick overview of this flavor and then a review of it and everything, and then see how it stands up. Alright, so as you can see, I'm using my Regal hookah, the Queen, Mason Onyx bowl, Ottoman Ignis, 2 charcoal flare cubes, and of course smoking Blue Melon. Alright, let's get into the smell itself. So, I've actually made this mix quite a few times with different brands and different flavors from those brands, but essentially Blue Melon, you can assume that it's going to be a blueberry and some type of melon. This melon, from what I can taste and what I can smell, is predominantly honeydew. There might be a little bit of watermelon in there, but I'm pretty sure it's just honeydew. But there's definitely some background sweetness that it could be just the blueberry mixing with the honeydew, kind of making it taste like watermelon a little bit. But or it could just be just a little dash of watermelon in there. But this is the blonde line. I haven't really gotten to talk about this one yet. I talked about the dark line when I did the lemongrass. Pretty consistent cut. It's not fine at all. It's more medium to medium choppy, I guess you would say. Sticks to your finger a little bit when packing, but nothing too terrible. But definitely a sticky one, so definitely be careful about when you're packing. You want to get all the tobacco off your fingers before you wash your hands or anything. You're just going to waste a lot of tobacco. So how I have this packed up, I'll go ahead and show you how I start the pack in the bowl. I'll put up a picture, and you can see I just fluffed it in there at first, and then I just used my finger just to pat it down to sort of a semi-dense, and I threw the Ignis right on top, but it works the same with apple on top, Provost, or just foil and coals, and it works just fine. Alright, so when you smell this, immediately you smell that melon right in your face. And then you get kind of that, not sour, but tart blueberry. And it's actually a very nice, like, mixture, like a even ratio of it. It definitely starts off with a lot of melon in your face. And it's not overbearingly sweet either, which I really enjoy because, as you know, I don't really like sweet flavors too much. But the blueberry, that tartness from the blueberry, really evens out any sweetness that's in there, and that's exactly how it comes through in the smoke. As you can see, no problems with cloud output. The clouds in the blonde line, they're not like wispy or anything, but it doesn't have as big of a texture to it. It's definitely much more of a lighter smoke, if that makes sense. You get the same amount of cloud output, but like the thickness, I guess I should say, it's much more of a lighter output, which isn't a bad thing. Personally, me, in the mornings or something like that, I like to smoke a blonde tobacco just for that reason. I don't want something so heavy in the morning when I first wake up. But as for the flavor, it's exactly like the smell. You start off getting a really nice, kind of crisp honeydew. And it ends with that just ever so slightly tart blueberry. And the sweetness and the tart mixed together really nicely. At first, when I very first opened this, I was afraid that it was going to be a kind of, you know, blueberry mint-esque with melon, but there's no cooling in this, but it doesn't get warm. I haven't had any problems with heat. The blonde line, actually, it's been taking heat phenomenally for me. I haven't taken the lid off at all. I've definitely loaded on heat just to test how far it can go, and it's holding up really well, and the mixing with other brands really works out phenomenally as well. As for how I would, if I would buy this or anything like that, I would definitely buy this. I did get sent this, and I'm very happy I did, because so far I've just been very impressed with the Azure line altogether, the performance-wise. A couple of the flavors haven't been my favorite, just personal preference-wise, but performance-wise, they really stand out amongst some of the other brands out there right now. And I actually have pretty good news. I was talking with Alex from 5 Star and Ron from Hookah Heroes earlier today, and both of them, and I'm not sure if any others, but I know both of them for a fact, and I think just a couple weeks are going to be stocking Azure so you can get some for yourself. And I should, hopefully in the next week, be getting a brand new flavor released by Azure, which details on that will be coming soon. But I just wanted to shoot this review since it's super busy at work right now. Holiday, Christmas season, super busy for chefs. So I haven't really had time to do any reviews, but I figured it's 4 o'clock in the morning, might as well shoot a review and do it kind of Christmassy. So if I don't have another review out by Christmas, I want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas. And if I do, Merry Christmas anyways, if you celebrate Christmas. If not, Happy Holidays. I'm going to get out of here, finish up this session, and go to bed. So, if you have any questions about this, which one of them might be that I didn't discuss, there is no buzz with this at all. Don't know if I mentioned that yet, but there's no buzz with this blonde line at all. Very smooth smoke. Definitely a party pleaser. But I'm going to get out of here, and I'll catch y'all later.